Welcome to another session of the School of Thought. I hope you could hear me. Okay. Welcome to another session of the School of Thought. Happy Friday, everybody. It is another beautiful, great day. And today's session is the enemy within. Now, remember, if you don't remember last week, I started with the enemy or the haters. But first, I forgot to say, La Shana Tova. Happy New Year to all of you. This is our biblical Jewish New Year. So I want to wish you a happy New Year and declare that you have a sweet, wonderful, successful year this year. Okay? So, the enemy within. Last week, it was the haters on the outside. This week, I want to talk to you about the enemy within. So what do I mean by that? There is a voice sometime on the inside of us that comes from a part of our brain, the temporal lobe, that releases a message that processes the meaning of the message, and then we listen to it and we live according to that message. That message, it could be a message of fear, or I don't want to do this. I don't want to get married again because I had a divorce and my heart was broken. I'm scared to open up my business because I've seen other people fail, or maybe I failed at a previous business, or I'm afraid to leave town or to move out of town. I'm afraid for a promotion. I don't want a promotion because it comes with too much responsibility. Whatever that is, that message, that is the enemy within that's keeping you from moving forward to your process or to your journey of life. And you have to pay attention to that voice. So we talked about the voice on the outside, the haters. You don't pay attention to them. You focus on the people that support you, that hear your message. Now, you also need to remember, don't listen to the message within that's against your journey, that's against your success, that's against your development, that's against the better you. You have to pay attention to that message that's coming from within. Why did you make that decision? You made that decision because you listened to the enemy or to the hater that is within you, that come from a part of your brain, the temporal lobe, that receive a message even from your hippocampus, from the memory, from something that happened in the past, and it release that chemical message, and that message go to your temporal lobe, and it goes through a factory and give you a meaning, and you take that meaning and you make decision based on that. And you make a permanent decision. You ruin relationship. You ruin a lot of promotion you could have had, a mate that you could have had, anything that is part of your life. You said no to it based on a message from the enemy within. So we have to deal with ourselves. When you hear these messages, when you hear, no, I wouldn't do that, you have to ask yourself, why wouldn't I do that? Oh, no, I'm scared. I don't want to start a business and I may lose money. Life is about taking risks, but then you have to have a plan. Now, understand that things are there for us in life. We have to be the one to make a decision that I am going to go after it. I'm going to do whatever it takes to go get these opportunities. It's unfortunate as humanity, our mind, we want everything free. We want everything to give to us, like somebody gonna come knock on the door and say, here. Life doesn't happen that way. I saw a commercial today about the disaster that's happening in North Carolina, which I do pray that everything will come back and restore again. Now, some people are saying that there's no more money are being this is the political thing, are being stolen and putting over here because of lack of someone not having the proper knowledge. Now, that particular disaster, the government just sent about $45 million to North Carolina. But then you have this other message on the outside that's not true and say, oh, they don't have no money. But the thing is, the money is sent, but because it's not sent to your address, you think, oh, there's no more money. What you don't know, you have to go on disaster.gov in your state and apply for the money for you to get it. It doesn't automatically come as a check in your mail. You have to go search to find out, where do I go get this opportunity, this money? So the other message will come and discourage you for you not to search for it, for you not to go look for it. Oh, they said they don't have no more. They said the money is being spent someplace else. Oh, okay, then I'm over here just starving and thirsty. I can't feed my children. And you don't know $45 million has been sent. It's an opportunity for you to go and apply for the money that you need. And that happened, not only the message from the outside, sometimes it happened with the message within. The lack of knowledge of us not knowing that you have to go get your opportunities. Opportunities don't come and knock on your door. And as in humanity, I believe a lot of people have given us false interpretation or false message of saying that, if you don't get a check in your mail, that's mean this thing is not working, that thing is not working, not knowing that there's millions and millions of dollars in this particular account, and all you have to do is apply for it. And because we don't know that message, we make a permanent decision on someone else's message or something that happened in the past, or your lack of knowledge, and you sitting here starving, you sitting here with no money, not knowing the money is over there. You have to go get it. So you have to understand that don't rely on other people's message as well as your message within, the enemy. Because the enemy, I'm going to tell you the secret. The enemy within, the reason that it gives you that message, because all humanity, we don't like to change. We don't like to transform. It's too painful. So anything that's going to keep me right here in this spot, I will make a home right here and be comfortable. So anything that makes you uncomfortable, your mind, your humanity don't like that. So it becomes the enemy to your development. It becomes the enemy to your future. So then in your mind, you will hear a message, don't do that. I wouldn't do that. That's too hard. That's overwhelming. That's too much. I don't know. And you hear all this message, which is the enemy's message against your development, against your future, against your opportunity. And you have to confront that enemy and say, no, I'm not. I am going to go out there and I'm going to try. I'm going to keep knocking until I get it. I'm going to keep at it until I'm going to, if you tell me no over here, I'm going to go through this door. You tell me no, I'm going to go through that door. Somebody's going to open up the door for me. Right? But the enemy within will tell you, no, that's too much. We're not going to do that. Because you assume that things supposed to be easy for you. Things supposed to come to you. It's supposed to drop in the sky. And it doesn't happen. So stop listening to the enemy within that's discouraging you, because the way we are made, our humanity, our fleshly mindset are comfortable in things that is not painful. We like everything sweet. Everything have to feel good. Everything have to look good. You have to change the flavor of things to make you feel good about it. We love entertainment. So if it doesn't have entertainment attached to it, oh, I don't want to be bothered by it. And when your mind do that and your mind release that message, your mind is saying, you know what? I am comfortable where I am. And I don't like all this, change that you're making. And it just makes me mad. And I'll tell my mentees often, what's making you mad is what you need to stop and ask yourself, why am I mad about that? Because your humanity is upset because you are taking its peace away. It's peace of being comfortable in a toxic place, in a place that is unproductive. Your humanity is comfortable there. Don't bother me. I'm in my rocking chair. I like doing nothing. I don't like developing because it hurts. So the enemy within in your humanity will say, now stop all that pain. Stop all this changing. I'm used to this. That's what I'm used to. And I don't want to change. That's what your humanity will tell you. And and most people get upset if you try to change it. They get upset. They get mad. I don't want to do that. That's too much. Especially if you're going somewhere and your GPS tells you, no, I'm just going to go home because this is too much. Right? And we get mad so quick and stop the process because we don't understand that humanity is comfortable in the toxic. It is comfortable in the mud. It's like taking the pig out of the mud. That's what your humanity is. So you have to understand how it works. So when you hear that, you put it to the table and you deal and ask yourself these questions. What's wrong with me? Why am I feeling this way? Why don't I? And believe it, and I'm also talking from experience, a lot of things that have happened, something good that have happened to me is things that I did not like, I did not want, I got mad about. I was like, oh, why? And found out later, oh, okay, that was supposed to have been good. Oh, okay, this was a good thing. Oh, okay. And then I realized, my humanity got comfortable in this pattern. I'm used to doing that. It doesn't mean it's good, but when your humanity is used to doing it, your brain, even though it's made to change, but you have to make the change. It gets comfortable wherever you put it. And it will sit right there until you come and said, we got to make a change, until it happened. Even for those of you, well, I have not talked, I'm going to talk to you about it next time, because this is something that I'm noticing with us in our humanity, that we having a hard time finding our success because we think success is supposed to knock on the door. And I'm waiting for, like, okay, then if your success knock on your door, can you please give him my address? If all the $1 million that you're waiting for, give them my address, tell them to stop by here first, please. But it doesn't work like that. So you have to make that change. Yes, your humanity will not like it, but it's the enemy against your development. It's the enemy against your success. It's the enemy against your wealth. It's all the enemy that does not want to move and change. That's the reason I wrote this book, School of Thought. You take your thought back to school for the transformation, and you will feel the pain of transformation because you like to think the way you think. It's comfortable, even though it's not working, even though it's not producing, but it's comfortable. That's what I'm used to. That's what I know. And now you're bringing me stuff for me to learn all over again. That's painful. I'd rather stay right here. So if you allow the enemy to give you that message and you accept it, then you're going to stay right there in that place where you are unsuccessful, unproductive. You're tired of that life. I'm tired of being here, but then I don't want to do nothing about it. I don't like this result, but I don't like the pain of transformation. So you have to deal with the enemy within. It's not about the enemy out here, because people could give you false information all day. But you yourself, because you have dealt with yourself, you can say, that's not right. I have seen many days where people tell me, this don't work, that don't work. And I just smile because I know I'm going with a different mindset, a different attitude. I'm going to get it. That you didn't get it, but I got it. Why? Because I have a determination, because I believe I can. And I do, and I go for it. But the people, when you're making the decision based on so-and-so said, this ain't no good, don't do that, don't try that. That's because they didn't try as hard as you did. They didn't continue to stay at it and knocking on the door. So they come back with a false message to I want to do that because this. Oh, I love when people say that, because I want to prove them wrong. They said that didn't work for you because you're comfortable where you are. I'm not comfortable where I am. I'm not comfortable. I want to go further. So because I'm not comfortable, I refuse to accept the enemy within me to accept your toxic message to keep me in this place. I refuse to let that happen. I will not let that happen. So I have to talk to myself and say, listen, you're going to have to transform this mind. You're going to have to transform this thought because you know better. So let's do better. So you have to have that conversation with yourself. So I could help you. Don't forget, go to KhannahJosué.com, Coaching as Josué Enterprise, and I could assist you to transform your mindset, your thought, so you can come out of this same result. And that's why I don't like to give everybody's looking for prediction. I know my time is up. Prediction for the new year. Here's your prediction for the new year, all right? Get rid of the enemy within you. Those opportunities that's available for you today, been here 30 years, 20 years, 50 years that you've been on this earth. That opportunity been here for you. It's not new. What's new is you. What's new is your mind. What's new is your attitude to go get it. But it's been here. It's nothing new. The blessings, the success, the productivity, The fruit, all of it been sitting right here for us. We're the one that's not going out and get it. So you could do prediction all day that it's a new year and we're going to do something new. No, you need to do something new. You need to go pick up what's been there waiting for you all this time. It's not like, new doors. The door's been open. We just sitting outside, act like we don't have nothing because we don't want to do nothing. So this is the time that, you know what? I'm going to make a different decision. I'm going to be different. I'm going to take my thought back to school and change my mind and stop listening to the enemy from the temporal lobe that's in part of your brain. There's an enemy right in here that's releasing messages to tell you, no, you can't do that. You can't succeed. You can't make this work. You can't. And you're like, okay, all right, then that's all right. I'm not going to. You're afraid to fly. You're afraid to drive. You're afraid to leave town. You're afraid to move. You're afraid to get married. You're afraid, take a good look. You don't even want promotion. I'm just happy where I am. And then complain about your, okay, that's another one, another school of thought. I get happy because my desire is for us as a people to go get our success because it belonged to us. It is my desire for us to produce good fruit in life. But we have to go get it. So stop listening to the enemy within. Don't worry about the enemy. I said, this right here, that's killing us. That's right here. That's what's hurting you. Ain't nobody outside doing nothing. But it's that message within you. You have to confront that message. Just shoot, we're not doing nothing. Shoot, I don't feel like it. No, I don't want to do it. No, I'm so sick. Okay. All right. No, you have to deal with that. All right. Join me again on Monday. I hope you have an absolutely fabulous weekend. Make it a great day. Don't just have a great day. Make it a great day because you're able to make it a great day. Make it a great weekend. And go to Amazon and take your thought back to school. It's time to register your thought in school and said, we need to change our thought. We need to change the thought pattern because there's a message up in here that's killing my destiny. There's a message up in here that's killing my development. I need to change that message. And some of us, I've seen people make permanent decisions on a message that wasn't even true because they got satisfied where they are. And you register your thought to school, go on Amazon and get the book, or you could even book some sessions with me and I will assist you. That's why I said I'm a cultivator, not a motivator. I don't go to a motivator and come back to me as a cultivator to help you, to assist you to move so you could see the difference, so you can produce, right? So you can develop. So what I do, I teach you how to fish. I don't declare and decree fish gonna come. No, teach you so you can get it done. So email me, coaching@josueenterprise.com. Let's book a session. If you're serious about going to your next level in life, then you get in touch with me. If you're not serious, I wouldn't advise you get in touch with me. Right? That sounds bad, right? But it's true. Because my energy, I invest my energy for those who say, I am ready, I want to go, let's move. That is the place where I'm investing. I'm not investing in people that wants me to convince them that they need to change. That is not an investment for me. That is not a good investment at all. So I only want to invest for those that say, let's go, help me. I need to think different. I need to do different. I need to produce different. I'd rather survive the pain of transformation than survive the pain of staying in the same place year after year after year. Enough. It's time to move. Have a good weekend. Thank you for joining me. La Shana Tova.